Well, guys, today we're being a little bit conceited and we're watching my own YouTube channel. The San Filippo 8 is what we're watching today. And we got a new project in on the hoist. We have the damn turtle van. So we spent a lot of time working on this thing. Actually, that's a lie. We haven't. I've spent a little bit of time getting very, very frustrated at. So as of you guys probably don't really know, but I used to off-road Toyota, I guess they'd be called, they're not Hiluxes here in Canada and North America, they're called Toyota pickups. The SR5 trim package is what they were. So I used to derby those all the time and they ran this exact same axle. So I've got all the bolts out behind the shields on these to pull these axles out. And I've been trying and trying and trying. I have a 10-ton puller down there on the ground with the big duck bill in there. I've had axle pullers on this. I've had 10-pound slide hammers trying to pull these axles out. And I gave up. You guys see what I did? I just cut the whole damn diff cover out of this thing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna weld this thing posi. We might, I don't know if we're going to, but we might weld the diff cover back on. Or we might do it au risque and just leave the diff cover open so that way people can see what we're hiding in there. So, what?
I told you to do that.
Steven did tell me to do this. He told me to do this actually 3 days ago. And I promptly ignored him.
That looks like a nightmare. Just cut it off.
He told me, like, do it. And I was like, oh, I don't want to be that hack. But guess what, guys? I'm that hack. So we're just going to weld this thing posi and then maybe weld the cover back on. And then we're going to throw the rear end back together. And then we'll actually start building this van. But so far, it's just been a nightmare. Yes, I have researched how to take this apart to see if I was missing anything. There is zero information on disc brake pre-vanas out there. So, whatever. We figured it out. We just cut the diff cover off. So you guys can't even tell me that we got in here and did something super wrong. Oh, okay. Maybe there's a couple welds and it's dripping a bit of oil. But other than that, you can't even tell that we're in there. One step, done. Axle welded, check. On to the next thing now. Well, guys, we came back out here today and we are working on the privia. I know that I call it the wrong thing. But guess what we've done? We've chosen which tires we're going to run on the back of this thing. And after long deliberation, it was the tires that fit the best. They are my Pirellis. That's right, I'm a big spender now. Pirelli. Oh, there's Pirelli, never mind. Yeah, Pirelli's there too. Rally tires. On 15-inch Honda CRV rims with the centers cut out because I made these fit a Dodge 300. But we re-welded the diff today, so now there's no leak. So this thing here is holding fluid and everything, which is amazing. So pretty happy about that. We had to keep all the brakes because I actually think the calipers are what keeps the axles in, which is a very weird setup. But like I said, we are done the rear end on this thing. So she's now posi, baby. That's right. She's a full posi. Well, I guess we can move on to the next things. For the front tires, I think we're just gonna run donuts, but I don't think we're gonna run these donuts. I think we're gonna run different donuts that I haven't got built yet. So we'll have to keep our eyes open for that. But it's definitely coming along. If you guys are still curious, yes, this is a mid-engine van. I cannot wait to derby this thing. I think it's gonna cause so many problems. So many problems. Can't wait. I'm gonna love it. Well, guys, I've already kind of started building this van, but maybe I should read the rules. I don't think I've ever built a junk run for me to run to these rules. If you guys are questioning, these are Impact Motorsports rules. They're a company here in Ontario. I've printed off the rules right off their website, and these are the 2025 junk run rules. So, types of vans and trucks. Any factory 4-cylinder or 6-cylinder minivan. I consider this a minivan. Compact SUV, compact / light duty truck, all-wheel drive / four-wheel drive vehicles are allowed with one drive shaft removed. So this is just a rear-wheel drive, so we don't have to remove any of that. No hearse, limousine, checker cabs, half-ton trucks, no wheelchair vans. So they have changed this rule since last year. Check impacts to make sure your vehicle's questionable. I am a little worried they're not going to let this thing run. And I'm really sorry if the impact staff is watching this, but I'm not going to check with you guys about this van. As far as I'm concerned, this is a minivan that's a 4-cylinder and it's not all-wheel drive. This is, if you Google it, a minivan. So, previously ran vehicles, not our problem. Again, is there any questions regarding the participants' vehicles? Driver responsibility to prove year, make, model, rear end. I can do all that with this. Perfect. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, we passed the first rule. Brakes. Actually, this thing has full brakes. All flammable material. We still have to remove some of that. Glass and airbags. We're good. Door numbers. The driver's door should be reinforced. A mandatory roof plate. Oh, the roof signs are mandatory. Fire extinguishers. Yep, but one 12-volt car battery. We can do that one. Gas tank. Stock gas tanks must be removed. Done. A steel marine tank. Custom fuel cell. We have a custom fuel cell certified. All tanks must be fairly fastened down in the middle of the back seat. Must be covered. Tanks must be covered. No movement. We did that. Leaks result in disqualifications. No plastic tanks. You may have a gas tank protector strictly for safety. Your tank is to be mounted tight to the post to post. We did that with the protector around it. Your protector may be 24 inches back from the post to post and 24 inches wide. The tank protector can be no taller than the fuel cell. And this be straight up and down. No angle backs. Bars must be 5 inches off the floor. Okay, we fit all of that. Now, I haven't showed you guys the cage, but I'm going to show you the cage because there's some questions here. So as far as I'm concerned, our fuel tank meets that. Fuel line's not worried about. Fuel system. No welding on vehicle without guidelines outlined. So we haven't done any welding on this thing yet. All I can smell is that rear gear oil. Engine. Engines may be swapped. No distributor protectors. No driveline protectors of any kind. The firewall may be cut out behind the engine. Drive shafts must be built out of factory parts. So we're not changing the drive shaft. We don't have to alter the flywheel. We have no driveline protectors. Shifters. Shifters may be directly attached to the transmission linkage or relocated through the floor over the transmission hump. No shifter protectors. Okay, that's fine. Hood, we're not even at the hood yet. Door fastening, bracing. Post to post behind the door seat, 3 to 4 inches in diameter, can be welded, bolted. Dash bar, 3 inches, so we're nowhere near that. Door frame to door frame, but not to the firewall. So we're okay there. Again, I haven't shown you guys the cage yet. Driver safety. The bar may run up. Bar may run up each side connection seat bar and dash bar, creating a safety cage around the driver. So we actually do have that. So that's a passenger door and a driver door bar connected to the dash bar and the post to post. The maximum length of your door bars are 60 inches. You may have a max of 2 down bars bolted or welded to the rockers of the frame. These bars must be off the seat bar. Rollover bar must be straight up and down off the bars. It can be connected to the roof in 2 spots. No tipping outwards or kicking off the top of the handlebars. Uprights must be 9 degrees. If you are running extensions off your rollover bar, they must be bolted to the halo and can no longer 6 inches outside the extensions. If you are running extensions off the rollover bar, they may be no longer. Flat bar only bolted 8 times maximum. Blah blah blah. 72 inches. Well, that's your outside door bar. Your outside door bars can be 72 inches long. It says we can have 2 down bars, and they must. You can have a max of 2 down bars bolted or welded to the rockers or the frame. These bars must come off the seat bar. So I kind of want down bars in the front. One strong upright chain or iron bar must be bolted in the windshield area. Firewall. No, all holes in firewall must be covered. Bumpers. Radiator. Transmission cooler. Frames. Motor mounts. Body mounts. The front two body mounts can be changed to 3/4 rod. All stock rubbers and bolts. No extra mounting bolts. No threaded rod in the rear vehicle. Nothing to contact the roof. That kind of sucks. No pre-bending of frame or body. Notching frames permitted. Bolting of body panels is not permitted. Body panels may be creased front to back. Mechanical repairs. Must be stock. Plates and wires. Each vehicle is allowed a total of 6 square plates and 8 total spots of 9 wire. Once your plates are in, they cannot be moved. You can start with no plates, you can start with all 6, but you cannot get any more. Plates either in the frame or subframe not connected. Anyway, plates must be 1 inch between them. No eyelet bolts, cable or chain, turnbuckles or ratchet, seatbelts count as wire. See, I think that rule is written for me there, right there. Seatbelts count as wire. Option 2. You may have 4 extra plates and 2 extra body mounts. See, that would work if this car had a full sub, but it doesn't. You can use 2 pieces of 3/4 rod to bolt through your subframe and your washers. Free floating, not welding. The nuts on top of the threaded rod can be welded to the frame. 2 inches with no added metal. Threaded rod, 1 piece straight up and down. No bending, no heating, no warping, no nothing. If this is up and down, it's in. So I think we have to go with option 1, which is 6 plates. Okay, so let me show you the cage, because I was just wanting to read the rules about the cage there, and I was going to explain to you what I wanted to do for the down bars, because I don't think they're going to freaking like it. Well, let's get going and I'll show you, because I need to wrap my brain around these rules. So what we have here is we have C-channel inside of our doors. Now, it's not really C-channel. Don't worry about all that horrible MIG wire over there. I had a horrible time. Don't ask. So the C-channel here is just old C-channel I've had sitting outside in the shrubs forever. And then the dash bar is actually 2.5 by 2.5 Canadian-made galvanized angle iron. So that was fun to weld. And no, I did not have proper ventilation. And then these are 60 inches long, and they just come back to this 2.5 by 3 inch square tubing back here. And then I have a floating gas tank protector. So here's what I'm thinking. I think I run my 6 plates in the front. I might put 1 plate in the back, so maybe if I do 4 in the front, 1 in the back. And then I take this here and come up to here and then do crazy 9-wire things back here. See, my original plan is to take the door bars down right there. So then that way they come from the door bars down instead of my post to post. So maybe I'll message the promoter and ask him about that, because I just want to make sure that I'm not putting stuff in the wrong spots, because I think the rules intend for me to have a halo to go up, but I don't want a halo. If anything, I'm just going to run like a bar from here up to the roof. I'm not even going to go out through the doors or anything like that. It's just going to be bars up to the roof. Actually, maybe if I just take a bar from here to the floor to the roof, maybe that might be different, but it might work. Because then I can connect right to the frame. Well, I'm going to try to find ways to break these guys' rules. Is it going to help me? Probably not. Is it going to give me an extremely hard time in tech? Yeah. I can't bend my thumb back anymore. Yeah.